Hello everybody. I'm pretty excited today because I get to test PrevX. PrevX was nice enough to recognize my reviews and give me a 7-day test license to try out the product against zero-day malware. I'm looking forward to seeing how this does and giving it a real good test. So the installer that you download from their site is only 900 kilobytes. Which is really minuscule for a security product. It downloads pretty instantaneously. And it installs in an instant. It's installed and it loaded up and now it's running a scan. Its quick scans are extremely quick. That's one thing I've noticed. Now the importance of registering this product, why I need a license, because their trial actually doesn't allow you to remove malware or actually prevent malware. It only detects, which I think is a big thumbs down for PrevX. And I'll be honest, because I think to be able to determine whether any product is good, you actually have a true, real trial that people can test it with, because otherwise it's acting like a rogue application where we detect something but we need you to pay to remove it. So I don't really like what they're doing there. So I'm going to go ahead and register this so I can activate the whole features, all the features. So I'll be right back. Alright, so everything's in order here. We have complete protection over the system. Let's take a quick look at our task manager here to see what PrevX is using in terms of memory. And we sort them by name. We will find two PrevX.exes, one system and one owner. They're both using, tops off at maybe tops about 20 megabytes of RAM for the whole system. Let's check for updates quickly. I am using the most current version. That's what we want. And let's take a quick look at basic configuration. Let's create a desktop icon. You can automatically block files when detected without prompting. If you want to set this for someone who doesn't really know what they're doing and you don't trust them to click the right button, you can just automatically have it block. That's a really good setting, but I want to be able to see and have control right now. Self-protection, maximum is definitely what we want. Heuristic settings. For this test, I'm going to put them up on high, all of them, just to see what we can do. And then PrevX Safe Online. This is websites that are marked as safe, and other websites. Well, this is what PrevX Safe Online does. It blocks phishing and no malicious websites. It protects cookies and saved website data. It detects and prevents man-in-the-middle attacks, protects against keyloggers, it protects against sensitive clipboard data, URL grabbing attacks, it isolates untrusted browser add-ons from data, it blocks browser process modification attempts, it protects against screen grabbing attacks, and blocks malicious access to browser windows. So that's pretty cool. That's a real good feature. Actually, whoops. I meant to hit this advanced button. Okay, nothing we need there. So, I have really nasty links here. I picked these with special consideration of PrevX. I have one rogue that doesn't allow anything to run, and that would basically disable our ability to continue here if PrevX allows that, unless I go ahead and remove the rogue. There are a bunch of Trojans and stuff that are detected at like a 3 out of 41 vendor level. So it should be a pretty good test. We have here the little PrevX Safe Online button telling me that it's protected, and I can, if I want to, add protection So now it protects this website, I guess, from being monitored or hacked or whatever. So, and by the way, you can use PrevX along with your antivirus software. And it's not a bad price. It's I think $29, $30. So we'll go ahead with our first application here. And PrevX detects medium risk infection. And if you think it's a false positive, you can hit options and then tell it to trust the file. We want to remove this. And it wants me to do a full scan just to make sure. But because I know it blocked that one from even starting, I'm not going to bother. And we have another medium risk malware infection prevented, and we will remove that and no full scan. And this next one goes through and gives a bunch of gibberish. We open the PrevX interface. It says threat identified. We're going to clean that. And when PrevX cleans a threat via the scanner, PrevX automatically sends you an email telling you that you are infected. So it's a funny little thing prompting you to make sure you get cleaned up. So it only blocked the threats. It didn't actually remove them from the system. That's what it looks like to me. And so now we should be good there. I will continue. I believe this is the rogue. Before we kill everything, I will just let this finish. Alright, so that scan finished, and we will run this. And run it. And it looks like it goes through. And we will continue unprotected. And we have a wonderful little rogue here. Because PrevX didn't detect that, I would like to see if we can use the manual file cleanup, which is a tool within PrevX, to go ahead and clean that file just as a test. And we will clean up now. And it's gone. So that was pretty handy dandy there. If you know what you're doing, that's a useful feature. If you don't, you got infected. And hang on. Because it detected these other files, we will clean those up. And there we go. That one runs too. This is an MS-DOS application, and it blocks that one. I'm not going to bother with that one because it's not an executable application. It's not going to be worth it for PrevX to test. And PrevX blocks that one. And I'm gonna run a scan after the end of all this. Clean up the leftover files. We block that. This one is another rogue. And I'm going to get a... Yep. And we will scan here, click around. There we go. So PrevX does not do all that great, it seems, when it comes to rogue detection and removal. Cancel. Cancel. I'm good there. And it can't download that file. I guess I don't have access to that. I'm going to be back in part 2 of this video, and I'll see you then.